those who have come to help us, those revolutionaries, whether they know it or not, whether they believe in Jesus or not, whether they are religious or not, when you've had those revolutionary voices that have earnestly came and given their life for the rise of our people, they follow that path of that Messiah figure.
Yes, sir.
So we want to look at that, but really more specifically, we want to look at that scenario as it plays out right before our eyes. And in order to understand that, we have to know and understand something about prophecy.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is very important, and this is one of those reasons why so many people of religion, people outside of religion, they do not understand the Nation of Islam because they really do not understand prophecy.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is a subject in and of itself, but I'm just going to kind of gloss over just to get some key points. But most of the religious world does not understand the time that we're living in, because most religious adherents, be it Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and otherwise, we have this belief in the scriptures, but we have this idea that this took place yesterday.
That's right. That's right.
Not knowing that the prophets are called prophets because they are blessed by God to prophesy.
That's right. Come on now.
The prophets are not called historians.
That's right.
That's right. Go ahead, man.
So even though it is written in story form, much of what was taking place are stories and scenarios giving us a prophetic picture, but we may not be able to understand prophecy. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad stated these words. He said, "There never was a false prophet to the people in the past, and this is not one standing before you.
Come on. Come on.
Some of the things that I do, you may label as being other than right. But that's just because you have not really read the scriptures. You haven't learned what the last man should look like, what he should do, and that the book teaches you he is a fulfiller, and you don't take time to read what a fulfiller is."
Come on. Yes, sir.
This is a powerful quote,
Yes, sir.
that will disturb the world of religion.
Yes, sir.
But it's not necessarily to disturb. It would give understanding to the world of religion if you understood what a fulfiller actually is.
Come on,
Professor.
If you think that what you're reading in the Bible and Quran, all of that happened yesterday, we are already lost and we've missed the mark.
That's right. That's right.
These are stories, but they are prophecies. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us this clear, very important point, that most of what you read in the scriptures is prophecy.
Yes, sir.
About 75%. That's a
Come on.
bulk.
That's
And
right.
only 25% is historical.
Yes, sir.
So yes, these prophets existed, these persons existed, but all the stories and scenarios surrounding that, a lot of that didn't happen. Now, that's hard for religious folk. Oh, don't you say that. I believe in the Lord. I believe in my Bible now. So before you get ready to whoop on us now, just try to bear with us.
That's right. That's right.
Understand, it's not like the scriptures is telling us lies. No, they are giving us prophetic stories.
Yes, sir.
And many of the prophets did exist, but everything you read about them in the scenarios did not necessarily exist, especially the way that a lot of the stories are written. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it's really because you can't read. Now, that not to sound insulting, because some of you are, well, most of you, all of you are intelligent people.
That's right. That's
I
right.
think the fact that you're here is a testament to that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I know you got your college degree and you think you know everything, but he's not an insult. He's not insulting us that we can't read, but we have not been taught how to read prophecy.
That's right.
So in theological schools, we have, brilliant theological scholars who are versed in homiletics and hermeneutics and all of this, and they can run down the scriptures and even give you some context and lessons. I mean, we have great, great theologians and religious leaders among us.
That's right. That's right.
But the missing thing is that you think that happened yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And because of that, you miss the fulfillment right in front of your eyes. So this is why it has become extremely difficult for people, especially in the religious world, to understand the Nation of Islam. Because if you really understood what you say you believe in these scriptures, you would have no problem bearing witness to everything the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan has been teaching us.
Yes, sir.
Because it is validated in the real world. So we hope to give a lot of real world context to what we're